Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with Net 225. Today I'm going to be going over Packet Tracer 1.6.1. Alright, and it's all about implementing a small network. Now what we're going to be doing on this, which is kind of a cool Packet Tracer, you're actually going to be uh, configuring your own network. Like literally there's nothing on the screen but a message that reads, read the instructions and build your network here. So this is like a start from scratch kind of thing, which I think is pretty cool. All right, so first thing you need to notice, looking at the addressing table, you got router A. It's got all its info in there, but then the switch 1, switch 2, PC1, PC2, they're missing some stuff. So you're going to need to fill that in as part of your grade, and also for the configuration, um, and then work down from there. And if you scroll down, there's some more info that we'll go into later. All right, so this packet tracer is not too long, so we should be able to get through it without a problem. All right, so we're going to create our network topology first. So obtain the required devices. So and let me scroll this up a little bit. Click the network devices icon on the bottom toolbar, which I'm already highlighted. You got network devices on the this little toolbox on the bottom left. You got network devices, end devices, and so on, and all your connections right there. All right, so first thing we're going to do is a 1941 router, which that's like an older router, which I actually have in my lab, but move one of those to the desktop or the topology area. All right, click the switch entry in the submenu. All right, so you're still in network devices, but then you go down to the bottom row and then switches is the next one from the left. You need a 2960 switch. Just look at these. All right, 2960 switch, and it's probably going to be like this. So I'm going to make it like that. All right, locate the 2960 switch icon, click and drag, done that. Repeat the step above so that there are two 2960 switches in the topology area. So drag, and what you're doing is you're click and dragging to the desktop, or to the topology area. I like calling it the desktop. All right. So click in devices. All right, I'm on in devices. Locate the PC icon, drag two PCs to the topology area. Kind of like that. All right, arrange the devices in a layout that will work with clicking and dragging. Okay, so I'm assuming, well, I shouldn't assume anything, but I would assume the router would be here, switch would be here, switch would be there, PC would be connected to one switch, PC would be connected to another switch. Just going by that. All right. So name the devices, step 2. The devices have default names that you will need to change. You will name the devices as shown in the addressing table. You're changing the display names of the devices. This is the text label that appears below each device, which like right there, PC0. Your display names must match the information in the addressing table exactly. If the display names does not match, you will not be scored for your device configuration. Alright, so click the device display name that is below the device icon. A text field should appear with a flashing insertion point. If the configuration window for the device appears, close it and try again. Click a little further away from the device icon. Alright, so replace the current display name with the appropriate display name from the addressing table. Repeat until all devices are named. Alright, so addressing table's up there. Router 1 is going to be, whoops, and make sure it's probably case sensitive too, so RTA switch 1, this is going to be my switch 1, well, yeah, SW1, SW2, And even the hyphens, PC-1, don't put PC1 or anything like that. All right, PC1, PC2. All right, and it looks like it scored some of it, so that's good. All right, repeat until all devices are named. Got those. Just make sure they're all right. Okay. Connect to the devices. Click the orange lightning bolt connection icon in the bottom toolbar, which is right there. Locate the copper straight through cable icon. It looks like a solid black diagonal line right there. And if you mouse over these, it tells you what they do. Now, the lightning bolt inside that submenu, it'll automatically assign the correct cable. Don't use that though. You should know which cable goes to what. In real life, you're not going to have a automatically choose connection type selection at your job. All right. So locate the copper straight through cable. It looks like a solid black diagonal line. To connect the device, click the copper straight through cable icon and then click the first device that you want to connect. Select the correct port and then click the second device. Click the correct port and the device will be connected. Alright, so connect the devices as specified in the table below. Alright, so let's do our I'm assuming that's weird how they did that, but router A is RTA. Alright, so we're going to go from gigabit 00 to device switch 1, it's gigabit 01. So click the solid line, click that, and it pops up with every possible port they have on the router. So we would need gigabit 00, and G00 is just gigabit 00, just simplified. And you see how it has like a little RJ45 end on it before I click anything, and drag it to switch 1 gigabit 01. Alright, so that's there. My completion rate went up, so I'm on the right track. Click the straight through again, click RTA gigabit 01. Going to, I'm sorry, am I messing that up? No, I'm not messing that up. Go to switch 1's gigabit 01. Alright, and I can mouse over these. Don't click them, but just mouse over them. It tells me what interface I'm clicked to, and also you can mouse over the entire icon of the device and it'll tell you what's what also. Alright, so that's good. Let's do switch 1. We're going to go from switch 1's F1 to PC1's fast Ethernet 0. Alright, so that's there. Notice this starts to converge automatically. This doesn't start to converge because that's connected to a router, to a switch. Alright, routers by default, the interfaces are not turned on. Alright, so let's go from switch 2. Switch 2's F fast Ethernet 00, and then PC2's fast Ethernet 0. Alright, and if you want to see how it's not converged quite yet, it has a little, I guess that's like an amber circle. You can hit fast forward and it'll speed up the process. Alright, so all that looks cool. We have 20% completion. Alright, record the PC addressing and gateway address information in the addressing table. You can use any available address in the network for PC1 and PC2. Okay, so record the PC addressing and gateway addresses in the addressing table. And now, obviously you can't put it in this. This is the activity window. You'd have to put that on the actual Word document that I'm going to give you guys. But don't worry about that right now. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to show you guys this in Excel. Alright, so device interface. I wonder if it'll let me do this. We're about to find out. Yep, So that's an easy way to do that. Or double click it. Well, and I like them spaced out a little bit, so it's just easier to look at. Alright. Alright, so everything looks cool in there. Everything copied over right. Make sure. Obviously, the router is not going to have a default gateway because it is the default gateway right there. Alright. So we want to, what did it say? You can use any available address in the network. Alright, so any available address in the network, if we look at this, you just have to kind of figure it out. Switch 1 is right there, 10.10.10.2, so that would be the 10.10.10.0 network because the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. You're already using, normally you use the first host address for the default gateway. Alright, you use the you can use the second one for the SVI, VLAN 1 to communicate with the switch. We can use 3. I don't really like doing that since in real life you'll probably have a bunch of servers and stuff. I would say we have 254 possible host addresses. So let's go with, I don't know, let's skip the first 20. Let's do, whoops, what does it got? Let's do this, that. Let's format painter this to that. Alright. 10.10. Let me make sure I'm right now. Switch. Where's switch 1? Alright. This is on the 10 network. I don't know. We'll start it. We'll say 21. So if all your computers will start at 21, you'll start counting up from 21 to however many in real life. I'm just thinking real life wise. Alright. And then this one would be 10. Really? Alright. Let's format painter that. Alright. 10.10.10. Now this one, PC2 is connected to switch 2 and that interface. So that's on the 20 network. 20. We can do something like that. That's fine. And let me make sure. Alright. So default gateway is this. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Alright, and now make sure this looks right. Alright, so this is going to be that one. This is going to be that one. And what's probably pretty good to do also, I'm going to make this like that color. This maybe like that color. And then maybe format painter well, actually take that back. Format paint, whoops. Let's format painter that to this. This takes a little bit extra time, but I like to make sure it looks right. Alright. And that needs to look like this. All right, cool. All right, so everything looks good. RTA, I don't know what that thing is in there. All right, router A has all that stuff. Switch 1 there. All right, PC1 is on the same LAN as switch 1. So all that's the same. Switch 2 is on the same subnet as PC2. So they have the same subnet. Everything looks cool. All right. All right, now that looks good. All right, so we do part 2, record all their PC addressing, blah, blah, blah. All right, now configure the router. Configure basic settings. Host name is shown in the addressing table. And when you log it, when you first click on the router, just look at it. All right, I like to look at the version of the software, stuff like that. Hit enter. We're in user exec. See how it doesn't have passwords yet either. All right. So let's see what we need to do here. Host name is RTA. All right, what else? Configure Cisco with a capital C ENPA55 as the encrypted password. As the encrypted password. As the password on the line. The Cisco line PA55 with a capital C. Configure the appropriate message of the day banner. All right, configure interface settings. All right. And I assume that means configure the enable password. Sure. All right, enable secret. Cisco ENPA55. Okay. Console 0. Password is Cisco line PA55. Cisco line PA55. All right. Log in. Passwords in Cisco PA55. All right, log in. All right, configure interface settings. Interface gigabit 00. We gotta do. Let's see. All right, addressing, descriptions, and save your configuration at the end. description is going to be connected to, wait, I'm doing gigabit 00. Let's see. Switch through. 01. Connected to switch. All right. I'd like to be sure before I do anything. Switch 1. Switch 1's port gigabit 0. 1. Yes. Okay. That's cool. Let's do interface gigabit 01. Oh, you know what? Let's do interface gigabit 00 IP address. .10.10.10.1. Alright, that looks better. Alright, so let's do interface gigabit 01. And we want to do, let me do the IP address first on that one. IP address 10.10.10.1. Alright, now let's see. Got the address, we need to do description. Spell it right. Alright, description is going to be just like this. Switch to port gigabit 01. Alright. Alright, so that should be good. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Alright. Let's end all that. Alright, copy. Copy. Running config to startup. Save it as start.config, yes. Alright, I think that's good. Okay, so port status on both those, so they need to be turned on. And that banner message of the day I didn't do yet. Alright, so I'm going to go in here, config T, banner, message of the day. Did it tell me? Get these back where they were. Alright. Go ahead and say I'm going to use the hashtag. Prohibited. Hashtag on the ends. Alright, I think that's good. Let's do an end. Let's do a copy, run it, start up. Alright, so hostname's right, enable secret is encrypted, interface gigabit 00. That's right, that's right. Connected to switch 1 on port 01. That's right. Alright, it is shut down. I gotta turn that one on. Alright, descriptions connected to switch 2, gigabit 01. I just like to make sure. Yep. Alright. VLAN's now on. Alright. Alright, come on, man. Freezing up on me. Line console 0, password. Alright, it didn't tell me to encrypt. Did it tell me to encrypt all the passwords? Alright, configure switch 1 and switch 2. Configure the default management interface so that it would accept connections over the network from local and remote hosts. Use the values in the addressing table. Configure an encrypted password using the values in step 1A above. Alright, configure all lines to accept connections using the password from step 1A above. Configure the switches so they will send data to host on remote networks, and save your configuration. Alright, so let's do switch 1 first. I'm going to try to move this out of the way. Alright, there's switch 1. Look at it. You notice that it's an older switch. It's got version 12.2 software. Alright. And I know I have to turn on my interfaces, but it didn't tell me to do that. Which is a bit strange. Why? I know I have to do that, but whatever. We'll wait until the end. I want to follow it step by step. Since these labs are new, that's fine. Alright, so let's do enable. T. Alright, host name is SW1. Enable. Secret Cisco ENPA5. Alright. And then it says to configure all lines, configure the switches so they can send data. Alright, let's do interface. Command 1. That's going to be that IP address, that subnet mask, and then we'll do the default gateway. IP address 10.10.10.2, 255.255.255.0. Alright. Alright, let's do IP default gateway. IP default gateway. 10.10.10.1. Yep. Alright. Line console 0. Cisco line PA55. VTY04 password Cisco line PA55. I messed that up too. I'll have to fix that. So we have to do, let me exit it. Line console 0. Or if I can do just password Cisco. Wait, did I mess it up? EMPA, yep. I reversed the letters. Cisco line. No, that's right. It just looks weird. Alright, so we're good. Cisco line. Wait. Yeah, that's backwards. Cisco line. I'm gonna type that in right. Cisco line. PA55. Cisco line. Oh, I messed that one up. That's what I did. Cisco line PA55. Alright, so what else we got? We gotta copy it, which save it to the configuration. Oh. Let's exit again. Copy. Alright. So I believe we're good. Alright. Everything's good. Port status. That's down, down. Port status is down. Okay, so we have to turn on the VLAN 1. Alright. I'll do that at the end. Well, actually, I can do it now. It didn't specifically tell us to turn the interfaces on, but I know you have to turn the interface on. Alright, let's do config t interface gigabit 0. Is it 0, 0? Let's do a no shutdown. Alright, starting to converge. Let's do interface gigabit 0, 1. No shutdown. That one's starting to converge. if we want to fast forward it, all right, now it's good. We do need to turn on the VLAN. We need to turn on this interface. All right, let's check our results. All right, now all those are good. All right. I guess it doesn't specifically tell us to do that, but you should know how to do that. Doesn't really tell us to do that. Addressing. All right. Yeah, configure the switches so they can send data on host on remote networks. All right. Whatever. We'll go with it. Get this back where it was. All right, now we got to do switch 2. And there's the version. My printer's turning on. That's good. All right, config T. Make this a little bit bigger. All right, so let's do the host name. Switch 2. All right. Enable secret. Cisco ENPA 5. Let's turn on the interface. Interface VLAN 1, IP address. .2. All right, we need to shut it. We need to turn it on, so no shutdown. All right. Let's see. Default gateway is 10.10.20.1. Let's see. Configure your switches, configure all lines. Okay, copy, run, start. All right, so everything looks cool in there. All right, so we're going to do our console lines and our VTIY lines. All right, so config T. Let's do line console 0. Let me make sure I type these in right this time. Cisco line PA 55. Okay. It's going to be local. Log in. All right, line VTY 04. Password. Cisco line PA 5. All right, log in. All right. 15. log in also. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Cisco line PA5. How's that? Better. All right. And let's copy running to start. All right. Let's do a show run. All right. Switch to password enable secret encrypted. VLAN interface has been set. IP address, our default gateway has been set. It didn't tell us to encrypt these, so I'm not going to encrypt those, but there's the password. There's the password. All right. I made those separate. You can make all of this the same right there. But, all right, that's cool. All right, so we're good there. Let me do these back. I know this video is going a little long, but since this is the first time I'm going through it, I'm actually doing it by what it tells me to do. I do have notes that I made, like best practices that I'm verifying that are right. Some of them are actually not right. So yeah, a lot of times I watch videos on YouTube and people are actually doing these things with like the just using the instructor manual, and they're wondering why they're not getting 100% on it. It's because they're typing in the wrong commands because they're going by the instructor manual. And I hopefully they're just overlooking that and they know what they're doing, but I don't know. Sometimes it's like, whatever. All right. So save your configuration. We did that. Configure addresses on the hosts. If your configurations are complete, you should be able to ping all devices on the topology. Okay. So let's go up here. Now let's go back to our spreadsheet. They want this right here. Let's do PC1 first. Go to PC config. All right, PC1 10.10.10.21. Until it's early, I'm typing in crazy stuff. All right, tabbing down. That default gateway is not going to, our default mask is not going to work. All right, default gateway is going to be 10.10.10.1. All right, let's make sure that makes sense. 10.10.21 is PC1. We're on PC1. Subnet mask is right. From there, default gateway is there. All right, DNS server, we're not going to put that in there. All right, let's go to PC2. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's PC1 or PC2 right there. All right, 10.10.20.21. All right, 255.255.255.0. Default gateway is 10.10.20.1. All right, those are on the same subnet. All right, those should look good. All right, completion rate, that looks good. All right, the only thing we did not put in there, which I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see, what the two things that you could put in there that we didn't put in there, going by my notes, didn't grade for it, but you can put a banner message of the day for your two switches. So when you log in, boot it up for the first time, you won't get a message of the day. All right, that's the only thing. I'll go ahead and do that though. If you guys don't want to watch me do that, I mean, you're at 100%, you're good to go. What you're submitting is you're submitting this PKA file, you're submitting this, well, not actually this file, the Word document I'll submit through Moodle, and a screenshot of your completion. All right, your check results right here should say congratulations, your name, your username. All right, but yeah. All right, so let's go back to here, here. All right, switch one. Let's exit. Banner message of the day. I like to use hashtags. All right. Hashtag on the end. All right, that's good. Exit out. Copy. Copy that one. That's good. Do this one. All right. So configure terminal. Banner. Message of the day is going to be hashtag unauthorized. All right, exclamation point, hashtag end, exit, copy. All right, so that's perfect right there. Now if you save this, what I'm going to be going by though, to grade this, I'm actually going to go by your configuration. So make sure you, obviously make sure you save everything, but Cisco, what was the password? All right, come on, Cisco, ENPA. See how it has a message of the day now? Unauthorized access prohibited. All right. Where is my password? Cisco line PA55. Well, 55. I'm going to log out of this thing. All right. Cisco line PA55. All right. Those are some confusing passwords to me. All right. Maybe I should copy and paste them. All right. Enable. Oh, whoops. Yep, that'll happen too. Well, anyways, make sure your configurations are right. You know, when you log out, you have to log back in and use your passwords, but just do your show run. I'll look at your passwords, make sure you have a correct host name, you have an encrypted privileged exec password, your SVI line or VLAN 1 is set up correctly, default gateway banner message of the day is in there, your lines are right, console right there, which your console and your VTIY lines in this case are the same password. Hopefully I typed them in correctly, but alright, and that is it. Alright, thanks for watching. Sorry this video went a little long, but some of these the first time I do these labs, it's kind of like trial and error, especially when my notes are a little off. Alright, but thanks for watching, and if I don't make another video, I'll see you guys in the new year. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and see you on second week of January. Alright, see ya.